weed management is about applying the right tool in the right place at the right time. So, for instance, camera spraying is about applying a herbicide where it needs to be used, not just everywhere indiscriminately. Or a harvest weed destructor is about applying and killing weed seeds as they come out of the back of the harvester where you can find them and collect them. My name's Tim Rethus. I'm a grower here in the Wimmera, which is in Western Victoria at Horsham. We have a large property growing winter grains, so canola, lentils as you can see here in the background, wheat, barley. We grow oat and hay for export. And we can also do faba beans, chickpeas, anything else that can grow over winter. On our farm we've been using green on green technology. That's an evolution of the green on brown. The green on brown was just a chlorophyll based system, so we just looked at whether things were green and then sprayed them. The green on green technologies that are available from a few different manufacturers are actually based on the shapes of the leaves and the colour of the plants. So essentially they're replicating your eye. What you can discriminate with your eye, the cameras can discriminate in the crop given the right algorithm. So we're using it for things like spraying vetch out of lentils. They have purple flowers versus lentils which have white flowers. Western Australia, they're spraying blue lupins out of white lupins. In Western Australia in particular, they like using it to spray radish out of wheat. So they can use novel chemical solutions in a very targeted way to control their weeds. So it's about a way to manage their weeds in a more economic way and actually get sustainability out of it. So we're actually trying to wipe them out in those seasons rather than having them drag on and become a problem down the path and have a more drastic solution. The green on green technology is quite accurate. I mean, you've got to expect that what you can't see with your eye, so if it's shaded, the cameras cannot see it either. So best practice would be is to do it twice and in opposite directions if you could. That would be the ultimate. But I would say in what we're seeing at the moment, 95% hit rate is probably quite good. With regards to green on green technology, you obviously need a base to put it onto. It's a bolt-on addition to an existing piece of gear. It's generally manufacturer agnostic. There's certain brands that definitely have strengths in certain products. One of the deficiencies, I guess, in the green on green system is with camera spraying and even green on brown, a lot of the labels on the herbicides haven't kept up to date with the technology. So I think there's a ways to go there to make sure that if we're coming up with a solution, want to do vetch in lentils, what is the chemistry options, or to open up our options. Otherwise we're going to be stuck with the limited options we're already using and doubling down on them rather than actually trying something a bit more novel in crop and getting a bit more diversity in our weed control. I think the green on green, the return on investment is hard to quantify. It's like silo storage or grain bags. You put it in there and then every year you're not going to make $2 extra a tonne. One year you're going to make $100 a tonne. And I think that's where green on brown and green on green really shine. It's not like you're trying to save $5 a hectare. You're trying to save $30 or $40 of future weed management that it's really hard to measure at one time. So it's not about did I make 50 cents per hectare, it's did I actually contribute to my master plan, which for us is I want to get that weed bank down, I need to deal with those novel weeds. So it can be hard to work that opportunity cost out as easy as that. I would hope that if we're weeding our weed maps, we'd be able to quantify that our weed spectrum or our number of weeds is getting less and we know we're doing the right thing. So it's another tool. There's no silver bullets in this game of farming, so you're always looking at things you can add in and build on, and you're looking for opportunities to get the most value out of them when you get them.